Ron Suchiu here. Everybody that knows me, they got to know over the years that I had worked with some pretty famous people, one being George Lucas, and I've always loved almost every one of his films that he's ever done. And one of my favorites is, although Star Wars is huge for me, Indiana Jones has always been probably my favorite of the bunch of them. And what I've done with this is the very first episode of the Indironna Jones treasure hunts, that we're going to be having one of these every week. It's natural for us to have a treasure hunt because over the 30 or so years that I've been doing my painting, there are many hidden features of my paintings. So what I've done is I'm going to start you off with the very first episode being In Search of Alexandretta. And let me describe where Alexandretta came from. My family has a rich history in the Transylvanian Alps, and my great uncles used to basically call me a dragon. And why I was a dragon was because in their area of Transylvania, or Romania as we would know it, they had kind of almost like animal spirits. And my spirit was a dragon, and which is really neat because in Chinese I'm also the dragon. So I actually wanted to have a dragon as my life logo. And my life logo is a sleeping dragon, and that comes from, one time I was talking to David Suzuki, and David said that you know, the world is the way it was when, you know, dinosaurs ruled the earth, and then people came along, and then sooner or later people won't be here, and you know, it's a sad thing to say, but that's going to happen. And when humanity is gone, the world doesn't die. It actually, other creatures will take over. So what I always thought was, well, up until the time of humanity, dinosaurs and that became the dragon. And then the dragon went to sleep. And right at the moment, the dragon is sleeping. And when we are no longer existing, then the dragon will wake up again. So Alexandretta is a sleeping dragon, and she's kind of a kind, motherly creature that's very wise. So anyway, why Alexandretta? When I had my logo drawn, and here you see it right here, the logo had no name. So we had a contest named the Dragon, and it ended up to be one of the people that won the name came in with this Indiana Jones thing, where in the movie they discovered a city, and I'll let Brody tell you about it right now.
Your father did know. Look, he made a map. He must have pieced it together from clues scattered through the whole history of the Grail quest. A map with no names. Now, he knew there was a city with an oasis due east. Here, he knew the course turned south through the desert to a river, and the river led into the mountains. Here, straight to the canyon. He knew everything, except where to begin. The name of the city.
Alexandretta. Now we know.
Yes, now we know.
So anyway, when we ended up using Alexandretta, which I thought was a really neat thing because it tied me into Indiana Jones. Anyway, enough said about that. The very first search is In Search of Alexandretta. And what I've done is we've come up with a kind of a different way of doing things. You can look through my website and find my art, but where you're going to find the answers to this, we're going to make it fairly easy for the first one, maybe 2, 3. And I'm actually going to put the clues in posts on Facebook right now. So in my last 5 posts, you're going to find a Da Vinci coded answer for this treasure hunt. And when I say Da Vinci coded, Da Vinci had a unique way of writing, and I'll let you have to figure that out. You got to figure that out yourself. So I call it the Da Vinci Code. But you'll see. Wander through the last 5 posts, and you'll actually find the answers. And Alexandretta has been hidden in a lot of my pieces. And not only hidden, but in a couple of them she's very obvious. So go through the posts, and you will find the answers for this. And when you do find the answers, I want you to comment with your answers. Now, I won't respond and tell you you're right or wrong unless you are right, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to message you direct. And we'll have a little chat about that anyway. So just trying to get you really having some fun with this. I want to have a lot of fun with it. There's lots and lots of treasure hunts that we're going to have. And now we're going to get right into episode 1. And we're going to find out, and through your comments, we're going to find out, was it too easy? Was it too hard? Please bear with me. Please comment, because you're going to be helping us out a lot here, because I think we could have a lot of fun with this thing. And then we'll have on my Suchiu channel, we're going to have an actual series that you can actually go into the series and pick whichever one you want. So let's get at it. Episode 1, In Search of Alexandretta.
Easy, Skippy.